couple things in TNA. I didn't think I'd be saying that in 2024.
Yeah.
But TNA reborn, and guess what? I don't know if you saw any of those images or videos from Hard to Kill. The arena they had in there, it was like their highest gate in 10 years. The arena looked great. It was well lit. The colors were great. The matches were great. All their championships that they've put out, I don't know if you've seen the titles. They all look excellent. They look so good. And
they're going out. They're going all out.
They're going all out. They're really trying to, TNA Impact is back as their mainstay show. Big shout out to Scott D'Amore and everybody over there at TNA, really trying to make a second run of what was once the number 2 promotion in all of professional wrestling. But at the end of the night, they had a new TNA champion, world champion. That was Moose is their champ. And then we saw Nick Nemeth, who we just saw in New Japan. The former Dolph Ziggler made his presence known against Moose and cut a great promo. And it looks like Nick Nemeth is now the newest signee or the newest member of the TNA roster. Interesting that he didn't go to AEW, because his brother was there. But TNA is a good spot for him, especially now with the spotlight on it, and he's going to get to be a main event guy. I don't know. I mean, Dolph's talented. I don't know if he'd be in the main event scene immediately in AEW like he would in TNA. And so maybe the money was better. I'm not sure, but I like that he's there.
I don't know why he's there, but I made a quote about that they've been running, and it was about Nick Nemeth, also known as Dolph Ziggler, formerly known as Dolph Ziggler. That this guy's like a cat, man. He's going to land on his feet, no matter where he goes. He's going to land on his feet, and people took negative towards that statement.
How is that negative?
I don't know, you know what I mean? But people will find a way to make it sound like I'm saying something negative or something good about him just because he's not in AEW. These AEW fans, man, they really are tribals. You got this tribalism thing going on. And
it's bad.
It's so bad. But now, Dolph Ziggler, this guy can work. He's preserved himself very, very well. He still looks good. He still can go out there and work with the best of them. I always felt like it was still so much more left in Dolph Ziggler. And Dolph Ziggler wasn't one of those guys that was crying because he wasn't working on Raw this week. He wasn't working on SmackDown this week or anything like that. I don't think Dolph Ziggler really cared. Dolph Ziggler was, I think, about getting paid, as well as WWE always kept Dolph Ziggler. When Dolph Ziggler was having his run, Dolph Ziggler always had a championship around his waist.
Always.
He always was the guy, that was going to go out there and steal. He was the Shawn Michaels, of his era. So I think his run, man, he did everything he possibly could do, but more importantly, he preserved himself for when that WWE run was over with. Almost 20 years in the WWE, almost 20 years in that one company, and now he's still fresh and can go work and make more cheddar. You know what I mean? And being in Impact, TNA now, being in Impact. Shit, excuse me. Edit that. Being in TNA. He can still go to Japan. He can go to, do a lot of shows, whatnot. He's a free agent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love it.
So man, I think you can say that now because I see Pat McAfee saying it all the time.
Well, Pat McAfee says a lot of stuff. Pat McAfee calls people out. Pat McAfee does a lot. I love Pat, though. Shout out to Pat.
I'm just saying, we might be all right with that with him. You know what I mean? So,
okay. But yeah, I agree. Whatever you just said, I agree. I got distracted. But no, I think that as far as Nick Nemeth goes, Yeah, he would land on his feet no matter what. And I believe he said he had multiple offers in places. Nick Nemeth said he had many. Oh, here we go. Nick Nemeth said he had many places reach out after his WWE release. So bunch of people reached out instantly and said, "We want you here." I go, "Hey man, it's great to feel that. I'm very fortunate and lucky that people said that. How can we get you, or what can we do?" I was like, I'm kind of a wanted man. It got me more excited. Like, I'm back in. I was like, I could show up and be a hired gun here. I could take this guy out. We could go on a run. I'm figuring it out where we could go with this. And I watched TNA go to Impact and become TNA in this very special moment at Hard to Kill, where this is a coming out party for TNA again. I go, this could be a perfect fit. Hopefully I can back it up in the ring other than just talking about it and showing up.
TNA. Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah. I'm serious, man. They're going back and forth, man. It's confusing sometimes, man. Yeah. But no,
Yes.
I'm glad to see Dolph Ziggler land in TNA. And I'm sure he could do some good work there. And like you say, he's going to be highlighted there. I'm sure the money is probably not the best money in the world, but he's probably going to have so many more opportunities to make so much more money outside of TNA as well. I think it's going to be okay for him. I think he's going to be more than comfortable, and I'm sure he's probably stashed away a nice little nest egg from WWE over this last 20 years.